Behind every number is a real child, a real family. Their stories are as important as any statistic.
I grew up in Alabama. Everything around me was pretty much poverty. I was adopted when I was 5 months old. The reason my biological father didn't want to have anything to do with me was he thought he wasn't my father. But my mother did end up getting incarcerated when I was 3 or 4 years old. I got sick, and it appeared that I just had a sore throat. And then maybe about a couple of months down the road, I started getting in trouble a lot at home. My parents started whipping me a lot, and they told me that they would be talking to me and I would be ignoring them. And they took me to the doctor, and it turned out I had tonsillitis. And I ended up wearing a hearing aid at age 8. But they gave me the type of hearing aid that you would give somebody that was Caucasian or of a much, much lighter skin complexion. And I can remember people trying to thump it out my ear. I was an 8-year-old, nerdy, Jehovah's Witness kid. I wanted friends so bad that I would do things that I knew weren't right, but at least it would make people leave me alone. Going up against a background of poverty, racism, and just financial and health insecurity, people had to find some type of escape. I took my first drink somewhere around 15, 16, something like that. So at age 15, my mother, the one that adopted me, passed away. The world was changing rapidly. So everybody was making plans to either go to college or go to the military. Well, obviously because I'm hearing impaired, I couldn't get in the military. I actually college hopped for a while. And I would use school as a way to see the country and try to find a place where I fit in. But see, the problem was, no matter where I went, I took me with me. I tried to stay high. I didn't like me. And once I started snorting cocaine, I had no interest in anything else but cocaine. And in the process of trying to get more of it, I kept putting myself in situations where I would suffer even more trauma. I didn't know anything about trauma. I didn't know I suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. I have 3 felonies. They're all drug-related. I had 17 treatment episodes. 17 treatment episodes between the age of 23 and 37. I learned real quick how to graduate to successfully complete. And then after that was done, I'm back smoking again. My father also passed in 2011. To live up to what he wanted me to be meant I would have to make some major, major changes in my life. So when I went to treatment that last time, I completely bought into what they were selling. These counselors and social workers that I was sitting in front of, God bless them, because they helped me to learn what was wrong with me, that I had been traumatized real bad, and I didn't know it. I blamed myself for many, many years for something somebody else had done to me. On November the 11th, I celebrated 8 years of sobriety from drugs and alcohol. I have 2 beautiful children with 1 more on the way. I have a degree. I'm working on another one. And I work as a community health worker. I'm still a part of the community that I was in when I was using drugs and alcohol. But now I sit on the other side of the table. Instead of being the client, I'm the person that helps the client. I like to think that I'll always be in the business of helping people who are in recovery from addiction and trauma. That's my calling. I feel grateful that I get to work in a field that my lived experience is an asset and not a liability.